Hi, this is Michael from Guitar Guide, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to play Polly by Nirvana. So, I'm going to give you a little preview to begin, and then we'll jump right into the chords. So, as you can see, that was a condensed version of the song Polly by Nirvana. So, it's essentially broken into two different parts, and I'm going to bring you into part one right now. So, part one is made up of 4 chords, and they're very basic. We'll just break them down one by one. The first one is your basic E minor. Now, I normally teach people to play E minor like this. But Kurt Cobain a lot of times would play his E minor like this, just using his index finger to hold these chords down. So what you're really shooting for here is the top string, the 6th string, totally open. And that's followed by your index finger holding down the 5th and 4th string on the 2nd fret. So that's what you're going for if you pluck each individual note. And then we'll get into the strumming. I'm going to go over the chords first, and then I'll show you the right hand strumming. So 2nd chord, so we got 1st chord, moving on to the 2nd chord, which is a G bar chord. And you're going to take your index finger on the 3rd fret top string, followed by your ring finger on the 5th fret 5th string. And if you can, put your pinky right underneath your ring finger on the 4th string 5th fret. So it's going to sound like this. So far we got our E minor to our G. Now we're going to take this same exact shape that you're doing with this hand right now, this same exact shape, and you're going to drop it down, every finger drop it down a string. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing right there. Every finger drop down 1 string, and you're going to move it up 2 frets. Same exact shape up to the D power chord, and then we're going to drop it right down here 2 frets again to the C power chord. So that's the first part complete, total of 4 chords. We're going to review it one more time. E, G power chord, D power chord, to C power chord. So now played, how the song is actually played. Okay, so now let's go over that strumming, and then I'll get into part 2. So, the 1st chord, which is the E minor, that's what you're shooting for, okay? If you're brand new to guitar, I know that might sound, be a little difficult, but 1 down strum. And then what you're going to do to get this muted sound, it's really quick, but I know this is what Kurt Cobain does in this song. Okay, so he's going 1 down strum, and then you're taking the pressure off your fingers that are holding down over here. So they just lay mute over the strings. So you want that kind of sound. And then straight up to the G. And you'll notice that when I get to the G, you can either do 2 down strums or a down and an up strum. Now, as you can see, I'm not using a pick. So I'm using my index finger to go down and then my thumb to come back up, down, up. And I'm doing the same thing when I get to the D power chord. And then just one down strum once you get to the C. Okay, so we got. Okay, so if you need to rewatch the first part of the song, please just pause it, rewind. I just don't want to make this video a lot longer than it needs to be. Now, let's move on to the second part of the song. This is the transition. Very similar to what we already played. We're just going to be adding one chord. So this is a total of 4 chords again, but in this part we're not going to be playing the E minor chord. This one's not going to be there. We're going to start with the D. Okay, so we went D power chord to C power chord, then up to G, and then we finish with this on the beat on the first chord, or I'm sorry, first fret down here. So we're taking this same identical shape we were playing in every location in the D, C, G, and then we're bringing that same shape down to where we're playing it on the C chord, but we're bringing it down to the first fret. Okay, and here's how the strumming goes. And then it goes right back into the beginning. So, as you could see, this is a fairly basic song. Your basic power chords, Kurt Cobain used these in a lot of his songs. So this is a really great beginner guitar song because it really sets you up to play a lot of other Nirvana songs and a lot of other grunge songs that use these basic kind of 2 or 3 finger power chords. So I'm going to play the whole thing one more time to finish off this video, so to give you a really clear view of what the whole song looks like. Okay, and you notice there that I actually switched up the strumming a little bit on some parts. Some were all down strums, some were down up. And I wanted to let you know that you don't have to be confined by trying to play these songs exactly how they were recorded. The artists who write, these songs, the artists that you love, the most famous, music out there, when these musicians play live, they tend to always switch it up. So I encourage you to not feel confined that you have to try to play it exactly how they're playing it. That only kind of puts you in a box and will confine your playing. So feel free to just experiment and just do whatever you like. So I hope you were able to learn this song through this video. And, I invite you to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be making a ton more videos. And yeah, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it.